Hey YouTube, this episode of Writing Hannah is all about kids.
Or an attempt to legitimize your unhealthy addiction to television.
By proving that the random thoughts inspired by last weekend's episode of Saturday Night Live inspire worthwhile pondering. The first SNL sketch that I caught was a real-life take on the Magic Carpet song from Disney's Aladdin. I'd show a Disney logo here if stealing Disney copyright wasn't tantamount to bitch-slapping the Godfather on the day of his daughter's wedding. But it is, so I won't. It's an amusing clip which you can find in the sidebar, and it made me think about three things. Firstly, the Magic Carpet song was definitely for me, and probably for a billion other little girls, one of the defining memories of my young romantic consciousness.
Which is how Disney doomed an entire generation to wander the earth aimlessly looking for some stupid soulmate who completes you.
Also that. Number two, isn't it kind of weird that they're making out on top of the carpet? That carpet is sentient. When's the last time your wingman also acted as your mattress? Did they clean the carpet afterwards? Or is that just like the carpet's specialty? Are there female carpets? I'm gonna stop there. Number three, this made me think about elementary school in general. Oh, elementary school. When you had recess and you got to do drawings for homework, weed was just for whacking, and sex was just that naughty word that may or may not have been spelled out in the flower dust when Simba goes up to that cliff to talk to the ghost of Mufasa. The clip is in the sidebar. I've been thinking a lot about elementary school lately because I'm appearing in a play which premieres at the theater of my old elementary school, though the play is not elementary school appropriate. It's kind of a Brechtian experimental dealie where everybody speaks only in stage directions, and in the end I get to impale myself on the remains of a glass decanter. So don't bring the kids. But YouTube review. All the links for my YouTube review are in the sidebar. Number one, Starwars Kid. If you haven't seen this, you may want to steel yourself for what I would describe as oodles of cuteness. If this clip doesn't make you laugh, you might not have a soul. The next video is called Low, and you should check it out because I'm going to talk about it. So just pause me and I'll wait and you go check it out, and I'll just wait right here. I'll be here when you get back, I promise. Okay, did you watch it? This video is super adorable and makes me want
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this song about a very enthusiastic prostitute?
Well, yeah, but I don't think Marilyn Manson music causes kids to be violent.
There's a difference between teenage slasher music and toddler prostitution anthems. Unless you're not going to be upset when little Timmy decides to become a pole dancer, in which case, well done. We'll call off the sterilization.
So back to Saturday Night Live, where they publicized a commercial of Will Ferrell's highly anticipated 8-week Broadway run of You're Welcome America, A Final Night with George Bush. Many of you have seen Ferrell's Dead on Bush impression and are aware of the satirical behemoth born of Tina Fey's Sarah Palin impression. The Katie Couric interview impression, which is in the sidebar if you've been living in a cave, is not only dead on, but particularly devastating because Tina Fey strays little from the actual transcript of the interview. I've posited on my blog, and will restate here, that I think Tina Fey and the entire SNL writing staff played a key but under-acknowledged role.
Tina Fey isn't watching this, you sycophantic fuck.
In highlighting the woeful unpreparedness of a candidate whom the mainstream media was surprisingly soft on. If I were writing a thesis paper about satire, I might talk about humor as a social corrective, Henry Bergman's hypothesis of laughter being born of the absurdity of seeing mechanical rigidity and repetition in living things. But since I'm no longer bound to the shackles of academia, I will just say, satire is fucking awesome. Shakespeare, Dickens, Woolf, Twain, all of them used humor and satire to reveal hypocrisy and irony and social decay. Which leads me back to SNL, a Weekend Update sketch in which Andy Samberg portrays Larry the Goose, one of the flock who supposedly crashed into the plane that landed in the Hudson. The clip is in the sidebar, you don't have to watch it. Here's the point. Wearing a goose costume is hilarious. If you ever get the opportunity to do so, you should, just because. You don't need a reason. Did you have a reason for snorting pixie sticks in the 5th grade? For making mud pies, spinning around as fast as you could until you got dizzy, convincing your brother to poke a stick into a hornet's nest? I mean, sure you did. It was fun. But you weren't trying to get higher tax deductions or lose weight. You were just having fun. Kids don't worry about what's socially acceptable or productive or cool.
And kids must love you.
Because little kids are not cool. They're silly. But fun isn't all just fun and games. In addition to providing a powerful satirical lens, comedy and laughter release endorphins, act as a powerful aphrodisiac, a social bonder, and a stress reducer. So, do something silly today.
Why?
For no reason. Seriously. Come on, try it.
Razors pain you, rivers are damp, acids stain you and drugs cause cramp. Guns aren't lawful and nooses give gas smells awful. You might as well live.
That was a good try. I love Dorothy Parker.
And I hate your face.
And for the rest of you, in honor of this kid-themed episode, at the very bottom of the sidebar, I have listed 4 educational projects on donorschoose.org from low-income school districts all across the country.
Ugh, nobody does that charitable bullshit.
And if even half of the people watching this video donate just $2 to $5 to any one of the projects, by the end of this week, Mrs. C's high school biology class in Missouri will get a chemical and nutritional model kit. Mrs. T's 4th graders in Texas will get a set of inspirational biography textbooks.
The human race is defined by its greediness and lack of compassion.
That is not true.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Mrs. R's Wisconsin kindergarten class will get a Science Discovery Center and Recycling Activity Kit, and all 30 kids in Mrs. F's middle school writing club in Philadelphia will get brand new writing journals.
Everyone is greedy and petty and only out for themselves.
Well, I guess we'll just see about that. So, check out the links, do something silly, and have a wonderful day.